Excuse. A point of order for the honourable member for Kingston and the Islands.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, earlier this week, one of your deputies ruled on whether or not slogans could be worn on face masks, and she had indicated that they can't. I noticed that the member from Battle River Crowfoot is wearing that exact same mask that she had ruled on. And in addition to that, I've noticed that a couple members of the Bloc Québécois actually have their party logo on their mask. I was wondering if you would like to take this opportunity to make the ruling again so that all members can be made aware of that ruling.
L'honorable député de Louis-Saint-Laurent.
The honourable member for Louis-Saint-Laurent.
That just a few minutes ago, or less than an hour, you let a member express himself, even if he was not respecting the rules. So I just want to make that point et mettre en lumière le fait qu'il y a quelques instants, en moins.
And just raise the fact that less than an hour ago, you allowed a member to speak even though he was not respecting the dress code. Just to clarify, that was during statements, yes? Okay, yes. Well, normally during SO31s, we leave members a little more flexibility, but the honourable member is right. We let the member continue because it was not something that raised negative emotion in the House. At least I didn't think so. But that is a discussion that's occurring right now with House leaders because one is not allowed to have a slogan on the mask.
A slogan or anything that represents something on their mask or in general in the chamber. I will be coming back to the chamber with a definitive answer on that once I've consulted the leaders in the House. The honourable member for Battle River Crowfoot.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. And certainly there was this discussion that took place on Monday where it was specifically brought up that because that particular logo on a mask had something to do actually very specifically with a very real thing within my constituency. And certainly I've seen various members of all parties at different points in time, the NDP, the Bloc Québécois, and Liberals, including some of the backdrops that the Liberals have used in their video conferences have very clearly displayed a certain type of messaging. So Mr. Speaker, in this active consideration, certainly when it comes to an issue that is of such real and significant importance, and not a slogan, but something that truly affects 1,000 jobs within my constituency, simply standing up for a
area of debate right now. I just want to clarify to all the members in the chamber and virtually that, again, I will be coming back with a definitive answer. I want to consult the leaders, the House leaders, to make sure that we have everyone on board and we have a very clear policy. It has been very fuzzy in the past, and we have let some things slide. But I think we want to make sure that we've got a clear understanding of where we're going with this. The honourable member for yes, please go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, to inform the discussion you're going to have, I'm very glad you're doing this because you're right, the rules have been fuzzy in the past, or the conventions, the practices really, that's why they're fuzzy. So what we're dealing with is a situation in which, in the case of, for example, the masks, the Bloc Québécois masks in particular, but also my colleague from Alberta, nobody would know because these people weren't in the camera shot that this was a problem if the member hadn't raised it. And a relevant precedent to take into account here is the practice regarding how one is dressed in the House of Commons. The expectation that one will wear a tie and be in business attire is important when one is speaking. It seems to me there's a clear distinction between when one is speaking or in the camera shot and when one is not, and I think that is a relevant precedent to take into account as you form your decision. Thank you.
I want to thank the honourable member. It will certainly be discussed